Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yacht Crafter. My name's Julie and today is Sunday. So it's my Sunday Whip and Chat, Sunday catch up. So yeah, I shall be telling you what I have been up to this week. First of all, I need to apologise if this video sounds a bit weird. I think I'm coming down with a cold. It started on Friday. I got a bit of a croaky, bit of a froggy throat. Woke up Saturday with a stuffy nose, and yeah, all day I was suffering. Yesterday, I kept up with paracetamol and all that stuff, but yeah, I've woke up this morning still feeling the same. I'm not feeling any worse, but yeah, I've been keeping up with paracetamol and plenty of fluids, and so yeah, if this becomes a bit stoppy starty, maybe I'm having to blow my nose, and I know that's a bit too much information, but yeah, if it's a bit stoppy starty this video, then I do apologise, but sorry, yeah. So, right, what am I working on today? So, I am working on the Grinch diamond painting, and it is from Everyday E-Deals. And the price for this one is £3.29. It's a round drill with 20 different colours, I'd say different greens. There's maybe a couple of blues. There's like a light blue that goes in his eyes, and then a darker blue for like his a bit of shading sort of on his eyelids and under his eyebrows, and but yeah, majority of the colours are greens. So yeah, right, let's get diamond painting while I tell you guys about this week and what I have been up to. So, starting off with Monday. Monday was our twin boys' 18th birthday, our angel babies. So that was Monday, and we just stayed at home and did our own thing. Normally we would go for a walk to the reservoir where we scattered their ashes, but yeah, we don't think Mark is up to that walk anymore, especially with the cold wet weather, you know, this time of year. But we might make a bit of a point, go when it's a bit warmer in the summer, go and have a walk up there, because it's lovely up there at the reservoir. Even at this time of year, you know, the different coloured leaves, and the last couple of years it has actually snowed while we've been up there. Few years before that, it just kind of rained and was wet, but yeah, past couple of years it's actually snowed while we've been up there. But yeah, like I said, we don't think Mark's up to that walk at this time of year, but yeah, maybe in the summertime when it's a bit warmer we might go up. But yeah, so in the morning when I got up, I had my coffee, I did my job, sorted out the pets, yeah, washed up, and and yeah, all that. And then I managed to do a little bit of stitching before lunch. I worked on the caterpillar cross stitch, so I was working on that. Really enjoying stitching it. So then for lunch I had a lemon curd sandwich. I think I mentioned last week we hadn't had any lemon curd in the house for a while, so yeah, lemon curd sandwich for lunch, and a bag of Doritos. So then in the afternoon I was stitching some more, did some more on the caterpillar cross stitch, fed the pets, walked Ted, and then for tea we had some microwave meals. We had chicken curry with rice, just a simple tea because yeah, we just weren't in the mood to cook, or you know. So then in the evening when I came up here I was getting ready and setting it up for the Disney doll house. The Disney doll house now has a permanent spot, well, storage spot should I say, in the bear cave. My husband's put it on one of the high shelves above where he sits, so that's in there now. So yeah, I had to go and ask him to lift down the basement because that's what we were working on. So yeah, I was getting set up for that and went into StreamYard and was chatting with Chris a little bit, and then we went live at 7 o'clock, and yeah, it was 2 walls in the basement and 3 brace bars, 3 supporting bars along the top of it. So yeah, we did that, and it was quite a quick stream. So, but yeah, so we did that, and then afterwards I was diamond painting and we're having a bit of a chat, and I finished a diamond painting. I finished the car partial that I was working on, the Grammy claws. So yeah, I finished that. Then I headed off to bed. Then on to Tuesday. So Tuesday we had to go over to the dentist again. So my husband had the replacement appointment from the one that we missed the week before. So yeah, that was on Tuesday. So I got up, had my coffee, went and woke Mark up and made his coffee, and then about an hour later, something like that, he said, right, well, we'll start making us way. He said, I know we don't have to go till later on, but you know, it's over in Huddersfield and buses and all that fun stuff. He said we can at least get halfway, get to Huddersfield, and if we're a bit early we can always stop in somewhere, have a drink. So yeah, we did that, made us way over to Huddersfield. We popped into one of the supermarkets. We popped into Sainsbury's because Mark needed a drink, bottle of something, some pop. And then we actually went over to the village. We went over to Meltham where the dentist is, and we went down to Morrison's, sort of just down the road from our dentist, because we're about an hour early, an hour and a half early, something like that. So he said, right, come on, we'll go and have some dinner. I think the appointment was 2:15, something like that, and we arrived in Meltham at 12, just after 12, something like that. So yeah, we had some time to kill. So we went and did that. I had fish and chips, a small portion of fish and chips, and Mark had a small breakfast, and we had a drink. So yeah, went and did that, and it was nice. We hadn't been to a Morrison's cafe in a long while. So yeah, we went and did that, and then we headed up to the dentist to go for the appointment, and Mark was about 10 minutes in the chair. They just wanted to check the final wax denture that they had made for him. They do it in wax because then it can be altered. It can either be shaved down or whatever, and obviously having so many teeth out, your mouth heals and your gums change, and so yeah, they wanted to just do a final check before they make his temporary denture. I think we're back at the dentist in another couple of weeks. Yeah, another couple of weeks, I think. I don't think we're back next week. It might be the week after. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll tell you guys next week, next Whip and Chat. Oh no. No, actually it's Friday we're back at the dentist. Yeah, Friday next week we're back at the dentist. So yeah, they're just making up his temporary denture until eventually he will get his permanent one in the new year. Just giving him a temporary one because it's only been a few months, so they want to give his mouth time to fully heal before he gets his permanent one. And then yeah, like I said, he wasn't in the chair long, so they said, right Julie, come on, we'll give your mouth a check and see what we can do for you about this front tooth, because yeah, we need to work out a plan what we're going to do for you. So I was talking to the dentist about maybe having a oh, what's it called, just another false tooth next to it, but hooked around the existing tooth. I've forgotten what it's called now. Yeah, there is a name for it and I've forgotten. It's gone clean out my head. But yeah, so I was asking about that, and they said, sorry about that, they said, well, it wouldn't be oops, I'll just sort these out. Stuck. Yeah, got them. Right, so yeah, it would probably happen the same again. There wouldn't be anything for it to anchor to. So I asked about a partial plate. So I've obviously got the one at the front that's missing, and then I've got another two in the two next slots after that. So there's like 3 teeth missing in that area. So they said, well, we could put a partial one in there, but again, it would only be anchored by 3 teeth, so it wouldn't be in the roof of your mouth. So I said, well, would that be possible? And they said, well, again, it wouldn't, you know, eventually you would need a full plate. So I said, well, is there really any point? They said, well, you know, you might have it for 2-3 months, and then yeah, eventually you would need a full plate. But with you being on the NHS and getting free dental care, I don't think they'd be very happy. They said, you know, maybe if it was in 6 months' time, you know, maybe that'd be okay, but you know, within 3 months' time, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't be any good. So I'm going to be having a full plate, but I did explain to the dentist the only problem with that is I don't like the feeling of the full plate in the roof of my mouth. Is there any way of shaving it down, maybe just having it on the gum line? And they said no, that is not a possibility. It just wouldn't work. It needs that full plate to fix to the roof of your mouth for it to stay in place. There'd be nothing for it to hook onto. It wouldn't be stable enough. So yeah. So when Mark goes to the dentist on Friday, I've got to have this, what's left of the tooth that I broke when I was younger. They're going to have to shave it down right to the gum line and then take some impressions to start making my plate, start making my dentures. But again, it's going to be more checking with the wax things to make sure they get it right, and so I might not get mine probably till the new year, because I might be able to get maybe 2 appointments in, because if we're going Friday next week, I might be able to get another appointment the week after that. So what, we're on the 4th today, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th is Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt I'll have it before Christmas. So. But anyway, that was that was the dentist. Yeah, sorry about that. I went completely off. Yeah, never mind. So yeah, that was the dentist. So then, after the dentist, we tried to make our way home, but yeah, the little village, Meltham, where we were, it's only a little village, so yeah, buses are supposed to be every 20 minutes, half an hour or so. But yeah, 2 or 3 buses ended up missing. So we stood around for an hour waiting for a bus, and yeah, eventually one came. So, but yeah, when we stood waiting for the bus, it was howling, whipping winds, and then it decided to start raining. So we're all trying to huddle under the bus stop. Well, not too close, but yeah, trying to get out of the rain. So we're all trying to spread out and get shelter, and but not be in too close proximity to the next person. So yeah, we're all trying to hide out of the rain. I'd say there were at least 6 or 8 of us trying to get into this shelter, because yeah, we'd been waiting that long, so then, you know, people kept turning up for the bus, and so yeah, there were quite a few of us in the end that got on the bus that eventually came. So yeah, we made our way to Huddersfield, and then we decided to get the train from Huddersfield back home, back to our town. So yeah, after we'd got back to town, we then we had to pop to Asda, get some essential bits, bread and milk and, you know, bits, until we got properly paid into our bank, and then we could do a proper food shop. So yeah, we just got a few essential bits just to last. Then we got a taxi home, and then yeah, got in, put shopping away. It was about 5:30, but yeah, so we got in, started putting shopping away. Oliver, our youngest, made us a coffee, and then I said to Mark, I said, are you hungry, or are you still full from eating earlier? And he said, yeah, I'm not hungry. I said, well, neither am I. I'm still full from what we had at Morrison's. So yeah, I put the kettle on again, made another coffee, and then I came up here. I think I didn't no, I think I went straight into StreamYard, because I was helping Chris, Crafty Chris, with her Eddie Stobart. I was doing the chat, so yeah, I was just in there and waiting for Chris and Dave to come in, and then we were just sat chit-chatting, and Chris was showing me some of the parts that she got to attach, and yeah, some little tiny fiddly bits and tiny screws, and yes. So yeah, I was helping with the Eddie Stobart, I was reading the comments, and then after that I was straight into another live stream, the Titanic, with Geordie Dave and Dano. I think Dano was working this week, so it was just Geordie Dave. Yeah, it was. So again, I was reading comments for them. So yeah, I was doing that, and then after the live stream, we were just having a bit of a chit chat, and then I headed off to bed. So I did that, and then Then on to Wednesday. Just sort out my page. So then Wednesday we were at home and there was really nothing to do. The only thing for Wednesday is to have a bath or shower. So that's the only thing really on a Wednesday. So Wednesday morning I had my coffee, I did my jobs, I managed to stitch a little bit on caterpillar cross stitch. Then for lunch I had some noodles. So then I got washed up and tidied up, and then I went for my bath. So I had my bath, and then I brought all my dirty washing and everything down, put it straight in the washing machine. So I did that, and then about an hour later, Mark said he was going for his bath. So did that, and then while he was in the bath I was sorting out the pets, walking Ted, so I was making sure all that was done. I got back and there was a little bit of time before tea. Mark had already come down from his bath, he'd finished. So then we were getting ready for tea. We had some ravioli. It was the spinach and ricotta, the fresh pasta, the egg pasta. So we're having that for tea. So yeah, spinach and ricotta, and then we had it with a cheese sauce. Yeah, quite nice, but it is quite rich, quite cheesy, because obviously the ravioli is ricotta, and then we end up having a cheese sauce with it. So yeah, quite rich, quite creamy, and yeah, but nice the same. So then yeah, we decided to sort out the Christmas decorations. So we had to, well, our eldest went up into the loft and got the Christmas decorations down, and yeah, we after tea we put them up. So yeah, we were doing that. So yeah, we did it the day before we normally do, because normally we'd put the decorations up on the 1st of December, but the 1st of December this year is a Thursday, and that is normally, that Thursday is when we have the crafting quiz. So my husband said, well, we can always, you know, I know it is breaking tradition a little bit, but yeah, we're going to have to do it the day before. So yeah, we did that. So give me just a second, guys. Right, sorry about that. So yeah, Wednesday after tea we put the decorations up. We got the fibre optic tree up in the living room and got it all decorated and put the little stitched letters that I'd done, got those on the tree, put all the tinsel out, and then I came up here and I was doing a little bit of decorating in here. I do have the Christmas advent tree out, but the little fibre optic tree, yeah, we never looked into replacing the bulb last year before we put it away. So yeah, my husband has managed to get the lid off the base, off the pot. It's the light bulb in that that's gone. The motor still runs, you can hear it turning, but the light won't come on. So we think it's the bulb, so we need to order another bulb for that. He has seen some on Amazon. I think they're $7.99. Seen some on Amazon, and then we were supposed to take it with us when we next went to town. We were planning to go out on the 2nd, on the Friday, to go and meet my mum because it was her birthday, but they were going out with my grandma, so there would have been no time, no chance, because they go see my grandma every Friday, go take her out for lunch and just spend a bit of time with her. And yeah, she's not really getting any better. Unfortunately, dementia. Yeah, dementia's got my grandma. So, but yeah, they try and spend every Friday with her and take her out for lunch, and so she's not stuck in the house 24/7, and pick any bits up she needs. If she needs to go shopping, take her to do that, and things like that. So I mean, other family members do help and things like that, but yeah, they go out on a Friday with her, and so that's their day with her. So, but yeah, like I said, it managed to find out what was wrong with the little fibre optic tree. So we just need to get that bulb now, and hopefully I can get that tree up in here. And when I do, if we do, I will be sure to show you guys. But yeah, so I've got the little pillow bauble that I got gifted one year from Horlicks, from Alex. I put that out every year. I've got some little, they've got the sticky pad things on, but they don't really stick to the window very well, so I've attached them to the string that I've got in my window that I normally put cards or postcards or things like that that have been sent. I've pegged them onto there. They do light up. There's a Santa, a snowman, there's another snowman, and there is a penguin. So they've all got like coloured hats on and festive things on. So I do put them on for maybe half an hour or so, but I don't want to be running the batteries down in them, so I do have them on a little bit sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, I've decorated a little bit in here, just not very much. So yeah, so after that, after we'd decorated and done all that fun stuff, I had a couple of recordings to do, and then while they were editing and processing and uploading to YouTube, I decided to kit up this diamond painting. So I kitted up the Grinch, and I've got it in one of these the containers from Amazon. They're just the little Tic Tac containers. So I kitted it up, and they are from Art Dot on Amazon. So it was a a pack of 2 that I got gifted from Jay, one of Jack's, one of our eldest friends. He came to stay with us for a while, and yeah. Oh. I really do apologise if I blew anybody's head off there. That was a sneeze. I do apologise. Oh, goodness me. I am so sorry about that. That just came out of nowhere. My ears have... Yeah. I sneezed and now my ears have gone funny. So if I've suddenly gone up in volume or if I sound like I'm shouting, I do apologise. But yeah, I sneezed and my ears have... Yeah. Gone really weird now. So... So yes, like I said, I kitted up this one, and then I rang my mum to see when or if she wanted to meet. I first said we could meet tomorrow morning, Thursday the 1st. We could meet and go for a coffee, and she said no, your dad wants to go look for some new trainers, so that's what we'd planned. And then obviously Friday they went out with my grandma. So we arranged to meet on Saturday. We decided to go down into town, go and have some lunch at the cafe that my mum works at. So yeah, we arranged that. So after I've got off the phone with her, I then started this one. I think I'd just done a little bit in this top corner, not very much at all. And then I was just scrolling through Facebook, and I had noticed on the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Facebook group they had released the December acrostic, which was gift your stitches. That was the phrase. So you had to... So I wrote that down, and I was sort of thinking in my head, what could I associate which stitching patterns could I associate with those letters? So I was trying to do it from my head, but I couldn't really do it, so then I had to get all my whips. I had to get my patterns up on the computer. So for example, the G I could associate with either Haunting Night by Doreen Jones or the one from Emma Congdon, the Magic. Yeah, so I associated with that, with the G, because both those patterns have a ghost in. So that's how I associated that pattern, because it had a ghost in. So I could do either of those, or I could split the time over both projects if I wished to. Then I really struggled with the letter I, but I was looking through. I'd actually gone back onto the Facebook group to see if anybody had posted what they had done for the I, but with it only being posted, what, half an hour maybe, obviously everybody else was trying to work out what they was going to do. So I moved on to the other letters, and then the next morning I went back onto the group, onto the Facebook, and looked what other people were doing for the I, and a lot of people had said that they were going to stitch that letter, or they were going to stitch with a certain floss, you know, a purple shade, like an indigo yeah. So, you know, many people have said you can associate the letter however way you want to. Just your own interpretation. Like I said, a ghost for the G, a floss colour, a certain word or a certain letter in a pattern. Yeah, you can do it any which way you want to. So yeah, I was I was working that out. I spent a good day and a half actually nailing down what I wanted to do and what I wanted to stitch for each letter. So yeah, I was doing that. So, but yeah, like I said, it went into the next day when I finished it off. But yeah, I got it done and got it planned, and so yeah, I think I showed you guys in my floss tube this week that yeah, I had sorted the acrostic for December, which I am hopefully going to start on the 8th. So I'm going to start working through those from the 8th, but I'm hoping to get the caterpillar cross stitch finished, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll have the concentration for it with this seasonal cold. Yeah, the fun of the season, getting cold, and yes, but but yeah, so yeah. So then on to Thursday. So Thursday morning, I had my coffee, did my jobs, and then I was watching a little bit of YouTube. I'd accidentally left my stitching up here, and yeah, by the time I'd done my jobs and I realised I'd left all my stitching up here, so I didn't take my bag down. I don't know why I forgot, but I did. I don't normally forget, I normally take it with me, but I forgot. So I was sat watching YouTube. Then it got to lunchtime and I had a hot cross bun for my lunch and a bag of Doritos. So I had that for my lunch, and then in the afternoon I was watching a bit more YouTube and getting sorted, and yeah, then I came up here to sort out the show, the craft and quiz before tea. So I managed to get that done. Then I went back downstairs for preparing and cooking tea, and we had burgers and chips for tea. Then after tea, when I came up here, I was making sure I was organised for the crafting quiz. So I was doing the quiz this week, and it was just carrying on with the questions that we'd done a couple of weeks before. The movies, the movie quizzes from our DVD collection. So I'd just made up some quiz questions. So we were doing that. So yeah, I was making sure I was organised for that. So at about 6:30 I went into StreamYard. Sorry, having a drink. So yeah, about 6:30 I went into StreamYard, and then at 7 o'clock we went live. So yeah, I was diamond painting on this while we were doing the quiz. So then after the live we're having a bit of a chat, and then I came off early. I was leaving the others chit-chatting, and then I think Mark told me later on, not long after Chris came off, and yeah, I was watching Shalene's FlashTube Live, Shalene's Creativity Room, and yeah, I was chatting with everybody in there, and Chris came in. Chris put a comment in, and so yeah, like I said, I didn't know I'd obviously come off early, so yeah, she came in and she was watching Shalene as well. So yeah, we were watching that, and then after that I think I had a couple of vlogs or daily catch-up. I think I still had Shalene's to watch from that day, and I think I had one or two of Jen's to catch up with, Jen. So yeah, I watched those, and then I settled down for the night. So yeah, that was Thursday. So right, I'm just gonna do the next couple of days with you guys just sat up like this because my nose is driving me batty. So then on to Friday. So Friday the 2nd of December was my mum's birthday. But yeah, as you guys know, we weren't actually going to get to see her that day. It was going to be the Saturday that we were going to go meet her. So the Friday, I had my coffee, did my jobs. I then put the kettle back on, made another coffee, and then there was some washing to sort. So there was some bits in the dryer that needed folding, and then there was another couple of loads to get washed in the washing machine. So yeah, I was doing that all morning and all afternoon as well. So for lunch I had a lemon curd sandwich, and then like I said, in the afternoon I was just carrying on with more washing and drying and folding and all that fun stuff on wishy-washy days. So then at about 3 o'clock, well, obviously I'd fed the pets and walked Ted, and we just sort of sat chilling, and then about 2:45 my husband said, right, I'm going to go for a bath. So I said, I've got FlashTube to record. He says, well, why don't you get that done then while I'm in the bath? Yeah, he seems to say that every Friday. He says, well, I'm going for a bath. So he says, well, you might as well record than just sat here and twiddling your thumbs. And he said, yeah, you got your FlashTube to record. So he said, right, you come and do that while I'm in bath. So yeah, I got Flash Tube recorded. Then when we went back downstairs, we were having noodles for tea. So we had some noodles, some just microwave supermarket noodles. And then in the evening, when I came up here, I still had everything spread all over the desk from recording my Floss tube. So there was, yeah, just stuff everywhere. There were project bags, Ada, yeah, so I needed to get tidied up from Floss tube. And then I got the video uploaded to YouTube, and I was sorting out the thumbnail and the description box, and in between Christmas and New Year I'm going to be sorting out my description box, because some links that I have, like especially in my FlossTube description box, I've still got like peppermint purple in there. That's no longer relevant. I still like seeing everybody's work, don't get me wrong. So I will still be part of the Facebook group. I'll just probably take the link out, because I don't think any of my whips that I'm doing, anything that I've got kitted up waiting, a peppermint purple. So it's all like black work and stuff like that. Like I said, I love seeing people's work and people's projects. So I will still stay in the group, but I'll just take the link out. So I need to sort out my Word documents, and because I just copy and paste for every video. Yeah, it's just easier doing it that way. If I just have a Word document on my desktop, I can just copy and paste it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, all that to say, I got FlossTube uploaded, and yeah, sorted all that out. And then there was a live stream, there was Horlicks, so I was diamond painting a little bit, and then yeah, I headed off to bed, because like I said, it was Friday when I started with this. Like I said, really croaky, froggy throat, and yeah, I was just not feeling great, so I just headed off to bed. So then Saturday was when we were meeting my mum and dad to give my mum's gift for her birthday. So yeah, we met up with them in town. So let's start off. So I was up quite early. I was up 8, 8:30, something like that. So I'd had my coffee, I'd done my jobs. I woke Mark up, made his coffee, and then yeah, we got the bus from here down to town at 11, but the bus itself didn't actually come till 15:15, 20 past, something like that. But by the time we'd, taken a leisurely stroll to the bus stop, we only had 5 or so minutes left to wait before the bus was due. So we got down into town. We needed to pop to the pound shop. We then popped to the card shop, and then we went to go and meet my mum at the cafe where she works sometimes. So give her her gift. We got her a set of Yankee candles, the little mini ones. We found a set on Amazon. I think they were, I can't remember if it were a set of 12 or a set of 20, but it was the little mini candles, the Yankee candles. So we got her those for her birthday, and then obviously give her a card and things like that. So
We then had some lunch at the cafe. I had a chip butty and a coffee, so we had that. And then we were just sort of sat chit-chatting, and the owner, my mum's boss, came out and asked if we wanted another drink. So yeah, we all had another coffee, and he only charged us, well, he gave my mum and dad a free one, and they only charged us half price. So we gave him a couple of quid or whatever it was. But yeah, that was nice. Um, so we sat and had that, and then we went for a wander round because it was the light switch on in our town. So there was a couple of rows of like stalls, like booths. There were a lot of groups fundraising. There were a lot of raffles and tombolas, and so we were looking around all the different stalls. There was a lovely stall with homemade soaps in all sorts of different shapes, Christmas trees and baubles, and there were just the standard bars of soap. And then there was another stall that was selling um, cakes and buns and cookies, brownies, and then there was some, like I said, fundraising. There was the um, fire service were there. There was a fire engine, and they were letting the kids have a look round the fire engines, and they were all in their uniforms and had the hard hats on, and then there were some cheerleaders were fundraising. There was cadets that were fundraising. So there were all sorts of different things, all different stalls and events going off, and there were some people dressed up. There was a Santa, there was a snowman, there was somebody dressed up as a shark. He had like a thing pinned to his chest saying baby shark. So I was dying for Mark to get a picture with this baby shark, but he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't go and have a picture with the baby shark. I don't know why. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I wanted him to get a picture with baby shark, and he wouldn't do it. Um, yeah. Oh dear me. Oh gosh. Right. So after we'd looked around some of the stalls and the stands, we went round some of the shops. We needed to go to the pound shop. We needed to go to Savers, and then my dad said he was starting to get tired, so they were going to go back to the cafe. They were going to go for another coffee. And Mark said he wasn't feeling very good. He was cold and wet, and his back was hurting, and so they said, right, well, we're going to go for a coffee. And Mark says, well, I think we're going to head home. So they went, yeah, they went off, and yeah, we headed back to the bus station to get the bus home. Oh no, we didn't. No, we went back to the pound shop first because Mark said he'd forgotten something. So we went back to the pound shop, and then we went to the bus station for the bus home. So we got home. I think we were home about 2 o'clock. We didn't need to go to the supermarket. We didn't need to go to Asda for anything. We didn't need anything from there. So yeah, we just got the bus home. So we're home about 2 o'clock. Then, so again, I asked my husband, it was getting to about 3 o'clock. So I asked Mark again, I said, you know, are you wanting anything to eat? Are you feeling hungry? He said, no, we're not, with having that sandwich out and, you know, having It was later on, I think we had it about 1 o'clock. So yeah, it was only 3 o'clock. So yeah, we wasn't hungry. So I made us a coffee, and yeah, we came up. So Mark was in the bear cave, I was in here. I was drinking my coffee, and I was looking through uh, Disney Plus, ITV Hub, and what's the other one? What's the other one? Oh, what? Discovery Plus. That's it came to me in the end. So I was looking through all those three because I was looking for a specific film that I wanted to watch. And it was on none of them. But I do remember finding the full film version on YouTube. So I sat and watched Mrs. Miracle. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I sat and watched Mrs. Miracle. I was having my coffee. I was warming up. Yeah, I was so cold. My nose was like a tap. And yeah, so while I was sat having my coffee, I took some more paracetamol. But yeah, I was watching Mrs. Miracle and warming myself up. Because yeah, we'd stuck the central heating on, and yeah, I was just sat watching Mrs. Miracle, and I love that film. I could watch it all year round, all year long. I could watch that film. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I was sat watching that, and then afterwards, I tried to look for the second one. There's another Mrs. Miracle 2, and I thought I'd found it because the thumbnail for the video was the couple in it, and it had Mrs. Miracle. I started playing it, and it wasn't. It was playing something completely different, so I don't know what was going on. But yeah, so um, I was just putting some YouTubers on, some floss tube, and I was diamond painting a little bit. But yeah, I was still feeling dreadful. I was, yeah, kept taking paracetamol, thinking, right, I'll watch this video and then I will go into the Zoom. I will go into Jen's cross stitch Zoom, but no, I couldn't. So I do apologise. If you watch this, Jen, I do apologise for not coming in, but I was just feeling all stuffed up. I'm so sorry, I couldn't. So I just got myself into bed, all toasty and warm, and just, yeah, I was just feeling dreadful. So I do apologise for not coming into Zoom, but yeah, wow, yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah. So, then, so on to today, on to Sunday. So I got up this morning. I was sorting out some washing. There were some bits in the dryer that needed folding. Um, then I was looking at what there was to iron, and there was one t-shirt, one of my husband's t-shirts. So I said to him, I said, "There's just this one t-shirt." He says, "There's no point getting the ironing board out for that." So yeah, I skipped ironing this week. I didn't have to do it. He said, "Yeah, there's just no point. There's no point getting it all out, plugging it all in just for one t-shirt." So yeah, I managed to escape the ironing this week, thank goodness. I dread to think if I'd have been ironing with the steam and my no, nah. That, let's let's not go there. So yeah, so like I said, I skipped the ironing for this week, so I got myself ready for my bath, came up for my bath. I went back downstairs and yeah, Mark had already started with Sunday dinner because Sunday dinner this week was a fry up. So he'd already got the sausages doing on the grill, on the George Foreman grill. So yeah, I was asking him if he needed any help. He said, well, I'm well on the way with the food. If you want to get some brews prepared, some cups of tea to have with it. Um, but yeah, he was just getting on with it. So we had sausage, bacon, mushrooms, fried egg, beans. He'd done some toast on the table. I'd finished off the brews. We had some beans with it as well. Black pudding. Oh yeah. It can't be a fry up without black pudding. I'm sorry. It can't be done. You got to have black pudding on a fry up. I know. I don't. No. I know. Some people don't like it, and yeah, the thought of it, and yeah, I know what it is, but it's just not a fry up without black pudding for me. I'm sorry, but yeah, never mind. So yeah, that was Sunday dinner. So then the boys started cleaning up, getting tidied up. I put the kettle on, made another coffee, and then I came up here for you guys. So yeah, this is pretty much where we are. So I am caught up for this week. So yeah, that is everything. So wow, I've done over an hour. Goodness me. Yeah. So again, I do apologise if I sound a little bit funny. I do apologise if I blew anybody's ears when I sneezed. It just came out of nowhere. So I do apologise. But yeah, I think that is everything for this week. I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a great week next week. So, remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.